Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm a full-time reseller. Today we're going to be going over what sold for me over the weekend. It is Monday, July 7th. I did already pack my sales, but I wanted to sit down and just talk to you guys about what sold. I have everything kind of sitting over here on a shelf, all packaged up. Me and my daughter Paisley, she is home with me today, are going to go to the post office a little bit later and drop all these off. But I had a decent weekend, you guys. I had 4 eBay sales, 6 Depop, 4 Poshmark, 4 Mercari, which is actually wild. Like, I never get Mercari sales. I'm pretty sure they were having some kind of coupon going on over the weekend for July 4th, which really helped me. So not complaining about those sales. And then we also had 1 Instagram, which Janelle, if you're watching, thank you so much. She has been buying so many goodies for me as of lately. And she bought 2 pairs of shorts for me that I cut off from jeans. So let me show off the pair that I'm wearing. But I've recently been obsessed with turning pants, jeans into cut off shorts. I personally have a hard time thrifting jeans and jean shorts for myself, more specifically shorts, because I'm really tall. I don't want my booty hanging out. So I really want a longer inseam. So I was really able to personalize these shorts for myself. And then I have a whole bunch hanging up back here. If you guys can see, I'm going to be taking those to my next market in a couple weeks. Really excited to see how those go. But anyway, let's just jump right into the video. Have my computer here where all the information is. We're going to start with Poshmark because that's just what is first on here. This first sale, actually, this is the 3rd time that this item sold. So I'm really hopeful that it does not come back to me again. Since it's on Poshmark, it's not going to come back for fit, which is the reason that it came back the other 2 times. But this is a Satin and Bobby. Don't even know how to say it, but it is a luxury brand, kind of a wedding wear, bridesmaid. This originally I had listed around $111. Bye-bye. And the first time somebody bought it, they bought it at like $99, sent it back. The second time, I accepted an $80 offer, sent it back. This time, somebody offered me $55. I accepted it so fast. First of all, it was my first sale on Poshmark of the weekend. Really happy to see that. And again, this is the 3rd time that it has sold. So I am just ready to see it go. Good riddance, $55, still a great profit. I got this from the bin. So this next piece is actually more of a winter piece, which is wild. This is a vintage Liz Claiborne hat. It's like a bucket type hat, but it's wool. It's like crochet knit almost, but wool, like super warm. Definitely for fall and winter. And believe it or not, you guys, we just finished the first week of July, which means here in like 3 or so weeks, as we're approaching August, it's really going to be time to start focusing on those fall items, which is just mind blowing. I don't even want to think about it. Like, summer just started and I feel like it's going to be over so fast. But I have seen people already buying those fall items, getting a head start. So somebody sent me a $19 offer for this hat. I think I had it listed around 22 or something like that, and I happily accepted. This next order was actually kind of a funny story. Not really funny, but this piece sold a couple weeks ago to a buyer. They sent me a $10 offer. I went ahead and accepted. I've had this piece for so long. It was just an LL Bean seersucker shirt, not vintage or anything. But when they got their item, they realized, oh wait, this isn't the right shirt. I accidentally sent them the wrong shirt, which is something I haven't done in years. So I'm like, oopsies. So they sent the shirt back to me. They rebought this yesterday, again for $10. And I sent out, well, I'm going to send out the correct shirt today. I double checked it like 5 times just to make sure that it was the right shirt. So this is kind of the 2nd time that this item is selling, but it's selling for real this time. The next item is, again, a Poshmark sale. My last Poshmark sale that we're going over. This I recently pulled from my market pieces, probably about 3 weeks ago or so. Listed it online. It is a short sleeve cream sweater, has like a chunky knit, kind of crochet, trim on the sleeves and bottom, an argyle diamond pattern. Had this listed around $23, I believe. Somebody came in and sent me a $15 offer on Poshmark. Go ahead and have it. Just took it from market pieces. Relisted it online, so I'm happy to see it go within under a month of me relisting it. Now moving on to Depop sales. Again, I had 6 Depop sales. Pretty good weekend for me. This first piece was a vintage leather sling bag. men or women, kind of unisex, super buttery leather. And I did have a black one like this that I got at the same exact time that I got this one. That one sold first about a month or two ago, but somebody sent me a $21 offer on this, went ahead and accepted. I did have it listed around 35, but I'm like, you know what? Depop's fees are so low. And in summer slowdown, which we are in, I'm willing to accept the lower offers, especially because I usually pay $2 and under for all of my inventory. By the way, if you happen to hear anything in the background, I'm so sorry. Paisley is watching a show back there. I do have my mic on. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. It's really going to muffle out the sound. But if you hear anything, that's what it is. This next piece, newer flip, probably had it for about 2 months or so. This is a vintage Y2K Dora the Explorer backpack. Now, I originally tried to sell this on a vintage kids Facebook group that I'm a part of. Did not sell. So I went ahead and listed it online for $28. It had so much interest on Depop. Like so many people, high school students that were going back to school soon, were messaging me about this. Like, is this full size? I really want this for my senior year. So I think it's kind of funny. And it just goes to show like that Y2K trend is still super heavy and hot right now. So had it listed at 28. Somebody sent me a $20 offer. Went ahead and accepted that. The next thing is a vintage beach towel, which I no longer really pick up beach towels unless it's something really spectacular. I got to make sure to do a comp before I bring them home. I used to just pick up any vintage character beach towels, but they really don't sell quickly or for a lot. But this is a vintage Mickey Mouse, kind of like a step out towel. It looked like you would fold it and then the pattern would be the same on either side, if you know what I mean. But could obviously be used for a beach towel. It had that beach towel type feeling. So I had this listed at $18 and somebody sent me a $14 offer. Went ahead and accepted. Jasper just came in and laid down right next to me. I feel like if I get up, he's going to move, but I really want to show you guys because he is just so cute. So I took his collar off like 4 or 5 days ago and I've just been letting him run free without it. Kind of naked. I tell him that he's naked without his collar. And I think he's really been loving it. He just looks so comfortable. So I'm like, do I even want to put it back on? I do. First of all, there's a bell, and here he is. But I also want him to be comfortable. So I don't know. Anyway, this next thing is another beach towel, which is so funny because like I just said, I rarely even sell beach towels. They take forever, never for a lot. But I had this listed at $25. Somebody sent me a $17 offer. Happily accepted that. This next piece was an offer that I got later last night, and I woke up to them paying, which was really exciting. This was a vintage Y2K Universal Studios velvet full zip hoodie. Could have got a little more for this, but I had it listed at $38. There wasn't really a lot of interest on this. Looking back on it, $38 is kind of a lot. I probably would have listed it around $28 or $30 if I had it nowadays. But I love the velvet. Universal Studios, people love. Anyways, had it listed at $38. Somebody sent me a $21 offer and accepted that. Obviously, I don't know why I say that all the time, but if somebody sent me an offer and I'm talking about the sale, that obviously means that I accepted it. And this last Depop sale happened this morning. Since I am shipping out later today, it is 1:30 right now. This I'm able to ship out same day, which is incredible. I love shipping fast for people. But this is a vintage suede jacket. The brand is Relativity. Again, full item for sure. Had this listed at $32. Somebody sent me $25 offer and she's going to her new home today. Really happy to see it go. Moving on to eBay. This first piece, which sold yesterday, was a vintage t-shirt. I actually got this in a little hole-in-the-wall thrift store. I do remember I paid a decent amount for the items this trip, like $4. But somebody came in and accepted my offer that I sent them, which was $18.71. And they paid shipping for that. So happy to see it go. Even though it was a little bit of a higher cost of goods, I'm still tripling the amount that I put into it. So happy with that. This next piece I almost couldn't find this morning. I don't know why I looked in the wrong place at first. I have no idea. But anyway, this is a vintage express floral faux wrap dress. It looked like a wrap dress, but it actually did not wrap at all. Like it tied on the side, but didn't actually wrap. This I've only had for about a month or two, honestly. And somebody sent me a $25 offer. Happily accepted that. They also paid shipping. On all of my platforms, buyers pay shipping. I rarely give free shipping. I will give shipping discounts sometimes, but Not typically. Next, again, a more recent pickup. Probably, I got this probably about 2 bag sales ago. This is a vintage 90s MR Ducks t-shirts, which is a store in Ocean City. This is from 1998. It was a lime highlighter green. This sold for $16.32, which I believe is a 20% offer I sent the buyer. Our last eBay sale, I honestly thought that I purged this because I've literally had this for probably 5 years now. Who remembers when Flip did consigning? Like when Flip, the app that now shares closets and stuff like that, used to do consigning. I don't even know if they do anymore, but I used to consign from people. I used to get free inventory, other people's inventory, list it for them, and would get a percentage of their sales. After the period was up, I would a lot of times buy out those people's inventory for super cheap. And this is one of those items, and it's still sitting years and years later, which is just pathetic, honestly. But it is what it is. I'm happy to see it go now. It's a New York & Company floral strapless mini dress. The bottom was like a thick woven texture material, kind of structured. Really like this. This would be great for a wedding. And if I had to guess, somebody was probably wearing this to a wedding. This was also new at tag. So somebody sent me a $20 offer and I was like, yes. Somebody could have probably sent me a $5 offer and I would have accepted it at this point. And then lastly, we have 4 Mercari sales to go over, which, like I said, this is the most I've had in so long. I think they were having a good deal going on this weekend, but this first piece sold for my full asking price. This is a vintage Alex Kim floral embroidered jacket, lightweight. This sold for $28. Also, buyers pay shipping on Mercari. This next piece was a vintage Dress Barn plaid shirt. Had this for a couple months, but not too long. They accepted my offer, which was $22.40. Yeah, what's up, baby?
Can I make you some coffee?
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, can I call that?
She just asked if she can make me some coffee. And I'm like, yeah, girl, please. I could definitely go for another coffee. I think it's so cute. She likes making me coffee. But I think I said this Dress Barn piece sold for $22.40. The next Mercari sale, I just went ahead and accepted this offer. Actually, I think I sent this offer out, which was pretty low for this piece, but happy to see it go. This is a Harley Davidson button-up shirt, women's, medium, had some patches on it. Just sold for $15.68. And Mercari does have pretty low fees now as well, so I'm okay with sending out those lower offers. And I just remembered that I did have one Instagram sale. Oh, wait. I already mentioned that earlier. Yo, my brain is mush. My brain is mush. I just saw the screenshot over here and I'm like, wait, I didn't say that. I didn't tell them about the Instagram sale. Yes, I did. Literally the first thing I talked about. And lastly, on Mercari, this sold this morning. Actually, a really good sale for what this is, but this is a vintage. Actually, it's not even vintage. It is a very large, could be used as a wrap or a scarf or like a shawl type thing. Shell print, beach print, fish print, coral print, total beachy boho vibes. This sold for $19.55. I'm pretty sure I had this listed around $22 or so. And that is everything that I sold this weekend. It was a pretty good weekend. I mean, compared to my last 2 months, it's pretty good. This is an average weekend for me, but during summer slowdown, when I haven't been listing consistently, it's a decent weekend. I'm not going to complain. Really hoping that this week goes the same. I really do need to list some items today because I don't think I did on Friday. I don't think I did. I really need to get some stuff listed today. But anyways, I am going to go enjoy my cup of coffee that Paisley just made me. Then we're going to play a card game. We're going to run to the post office before we have to get her brother. And like I said, I'm going to try to photograph some items. We will see how that goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. And I will see you in the next one.